This time on the Dirthead Shed, it's time to get things done around here. Been working on drywall in the shop, working on tile in the house, working on selling some seats, and hopefully by the end of this weekend I'll actually get some work done on that Nissan pickup over there. Keep watching, we'll see what we make happen. This time on the Dirthead Shed, it's time to get a bunch of honeydews done before I can go work on my own cars and junk. So I'm in my basement, and I have been remodeling this bedroom for way too long. I got the tile all buttoned up before I left on my Jeep trip, and today it's time to get the grout finished. So all this junk's got to get out of here. I gotta get this thing grouted, and then later on today, hopefully I'll get some work done on my Nissan and maybe on Mom's spaghetti. Where's my float? Where my floats at? I'm gonna go 45 degrees to the grout lines, to the tiles, and really kind of mash it in there. That's all you're doing, just packing this thing, packing the grout lines as tight as you can. Make sure there's no air pockets in there, and keep moving on. I'm almost like halfway done. This room was total garbage. Like when we bought this house, this floor was carpet and it was actually raised up on like a whole bunch of real estate signs. There was like a subfloor and then all these old real estate signs and carpet on it. I pulled all that stuff out and fixed a bunch of stuff, like leveled the closet out behind you, and then tiled this room. It's been like a year process. Fixed all this drywall, changed some electrical, and we're almost done with it. So I had to finish grouting this. My wife Brenda is on the camera right now, and then she's been going through and like doing the first wipe down and getting all the chunks off of here. And I think by the end of, I don't know, hopefully by lunch today, this thing's gonna be grouted and wiped out, and then we can come in and do baseboards and hang doors and finish this room all together. It's kind of been a process. I much prefer working on cars. There it is. All the joints are grouted, yeah. Brenda's over here hustling on the first cleanup. We'll let that kind of haze over and then go back in another couple hours and clean it again. But I think this room looks pretty good. Sweet. Alright, I'm going to go clean up my buckets and go work in the shop for a little while. Welcome to Idaho. Alright, so I'm heading over to my friend Jesse Young's house. He's the guy that rode with me on the trip with the Jeep back from KOH. He's a pretty good fabricator. He actually has built the chassis and doing all this stuff. But right now he is working on a second gen Toyota
Yeah.
Look at this beautiful guy.
What's going on?
What up?
What are you guys? It smells like gear oil. There's Jesse. You haven't seen him in a minute.
Yeah, it is.
And this over here is Corey.
Heyo.
He's the owner of this beauty. So Corey and Jesse wanted to run this thing out at the We Rock event. That's like over in Goldendale, middle of Washington, and it's like a legit rock crawling event. Fred and I were trying to do it on Dirt Every Day last year, and we got fired right before that. So this is sort of like a redeeming year. We're trying to get my rig together, and then these guys wanted to build something to go and run out there as well. So Corey picked up this 92 or 93 4Runner. It's already solid axle swapped. It's on leaf springs. It's got a bunch of good parts on it. Kind of typical Toyota build, but it's like a really good starting point. So they've already got like a truss on the front end and diff cover, and it's got high steer, knuckleball gussets, all the good stuff. It looks like it's also got a IFS rear in it, and it's been converted to leaf springs. These things started out with like a 5-link with a panhard rod kind of setup. So this is sort of a way to get these things to be a little more stable off-road. You can see there he's got bitchin' CAMC chamber bead locks. Is it CAMC? Yeah, the ATX series chambers. Yeah. So 35-inch Nitto mud grapplers or trail grapplers, all sorts of good stuff. So what's your plan on this thing?
So our plan, the diffs originally had 410s in it. Swapping them out with 529s here. Throwing Spartan lockers front and rear. And then
RCVs?
Yeah, RCVs in there.
Yeah. So these Toyotas have Burfield joints in the front rather than a regular U-joint. This thing's all wrapped in plastic, but these Burfields, they're really cool, but in stock form they're kind of weak. So even on 35s, like, it's pretty typical to break Burfields. RCVs are all 4340 chromoly, greasable. I think these ones should be gun drilled. Yep, so you can grease these from through the hub. You did 529s, you said?
Correct.
So it's going to have good gears in it. Spartan lockers are like, these are considered a lunchbox locker, where it just replaces the spider gears. So those will end up in the third members. This thing's going to be rad. Jesse's got legit tools for setting up gears. Looks like he's never used them before.
Not yet.
Oh dang.
We got the cage back there.
Oh yeah, it's got a 4x Innovations cage. This is a pre-made or pre-bent cage kit. These things are really cool. I actually used one of these in a 2000 4Runner that we built on Dirt Every Day. So all sorts of goodies going in. PRP seats. I don't know. It's going to be a rad little build.
Yeah.
It's going to get small in here really quick. You know that, right?
Especially for a guy my size.
Yeah. So.
It's also twin stick, so.
Oh yeah. Does it have 4 7s in a single case?
Just stock duals, 228s.
Oh, it does have duals?
Yeah.
All right, you're good to go, man. That's
Yeah.
a strong setup. Cool. All right, well, I am going to start heading back home and let these guys work, and we will pick back up with where this thing ends up. It should be pretty good. Hopefully, Corey focuses and is able to drive this thing for a little bit before competition, because it's like, what is it, February now, and competition is in August. So by the time August rolls around, he's going to be pro. Are you driving or are you co-dogging?
We haven't figured that out yet.
We might take turns.
All right.
Yeah.
So we got like 5 months to get this thing buttoned up and practice and make sure all the bugs are worked out. That thing was cool. I think Jesse and Corey are gonna enjoy that thing. Corey bought it. Jesse's helping him build it. I'm not sure if Corey or Jesse are gonna drive it, but hopefully they get it together within the next month or so and get some miles on it once the snow melts and we're out on trails again. Look at this view though. Amazing out here. There's the old Mom Spaghetti truck. I just got it cleaned up because it's about to go under the knife again. But first, I had to do some truck stuff with it. I went and picked up a new, to me, AX15 transmission with an adapter plate on the front to a Chevy bell housing. So that is kind of a hint as to what's probably going to happen on the old Jeep. I really would like to throw an LS in it or a 4.8 liter Chevy engine in it. So that's going to get put on hold for a little bit. It'll go over there on the pile of engines and transmissions. And right now it is Sunday afternoon and I have gotten really no work done. I can show you this. I did get a little bit farther on my drywall, taping and mudding on the wall over here, so that's coming together. I really just needed to get the drywall out of that bucket, or the mud out of the bucket, so that it wasn't just sitting around getting like mosquitoes and stuff in it. But next step is going to be working on this bad boy right here. This is my 95 Nissan hardbody lowrider mini truck project, and I've gotten a bunch done on it. It's already airbagged. It's got all sorts of work done, full exhaust on it. The cab is body dropped. Most of the stuff underneath the chassis is all buttoned up, but right now I want to get started on this, body dropping the bed for it. So if you're familiar with what body dropping is, it basically means the floor stays put, but the body lowers down. So in order to do that, I've got to like cut this all the way around, all the way around here, lower the body down, the floor will come up. Basically when I'm done, these wheel wells will be all the way up against this bed rail, and that will allow me to have plenty of room for the tires to clear, because they are going to be up quite a bit higher. So I'll have like a factory looking wheel tub when it's done, and the bed floor will be raised. It'll give me a little bit more room for things like an air tank and compressor back here. So time to get busy. We'll explain all this a little bit more as time goes on, but right now it's almost springtime and that truck needs to be on the road. Alright, I know this video is getting kind of long and weird, but I figured I should show you even more. Check this out. We're over at Matt's shop. Matt's been in a bunch of my videos, and I just want to show you what he's up to. This is Matt's F-150, which started out as an F-150 bump or dentside Ford. It like broke the internet on Ultimate Adventure and all the full-size invasions and stuff that he's been on, and he just absolutely destroyed the bedside and the door and fender on this thing on Ultimate Adventure. So a couple of months later, he's about ready to paint this thing. You pretty stoked on it or what?
Pretty stoked. It's been a long time coming.
Yep. So yeah, Matt ended up he's actually building a new engine for it as well, because it like the engine just kind of died on UA, let out all the magic smoke. So it's time to get this thing back in order. I think the next order of business for this is going to be full-size invasion in the spring, like April. And then Moab. Yeah. So anyways, I just want to let you know that Matt is pushing on the old dentside Ford, and it's looking really good. And then check this out. His son Joa. You saw Joa over manning the camera on Butter Jeep builds the other day. He's putting together some chrome ollie shafts, and he is building this really rad Bullnose Bronco that is getting a solid axle swap. It was TTB, so these dudes are over here getting rad. Anyways, I just figured I'd show you what's up, because you're going to see probably most of this stuff in future episodes. And I got a jam. I got to get back to my shop and work on my own rigs, and I also got to put this video together. This was supposed to be just a weekend in the Dirthead shed, and it's become a weekend, a Monday and a Tuesday. All right, keep an eye out for this. It's going to be green. and boogerific before long.